1997, you were dating Jeff. I've heard you say that you don't like to bring your family to fights that you feel like are going to be a war. Do you feel like this is a fight that you'll bring your family to?
I don't think so. Nah, I won't bring them in.
Why? You feel like it's going to be a war?
I think it's more so leaving the kids and the women home.
Yeah, sure. And let the men handle business?
Yeah. Even my mom, I got to stay home.
Really?
But my mom is she's tough. But, nah.
See, mom's being at the fight is a mainstay. You know what I mean? Like, we've seen her at the fights, and you see her talking to you, and you're like, you know, and then get back to her. But even this one, my mom do.
Nah, it can get ugly.
This is strictly business.
On both sides. This is a 50-50 fight.
I've heard you say that you don't like to bring your family to fights that you feel like are going to be a war. Do you feel like this is a fight that you'll bring your family to?
I don't think so. Nah, I won't bring them in.
Why? Do you feel like it's going to be a war?
I think it's more so leave the kids and the women home.
Yeah, sure. And let the men handle business?
Yeah. Even my mom, you got to stay home.
Really?
But my mom is she's tough. But, nah.
See, mom's being at the fight is a mainstay. You know what I mean? Like, we've seen her at the fight, we've seen her talking to you, and you're like, you know, and then get back. But even this one, my mom do.
Nah, it can get ugly.
This is strictly business.
On both sides. This is a 50-50 fight.
I've heard you say that you don't like to bring your family to fights that you feel like are going to be a war. Do you feel like this is a fight that you'll bring your family to?
Nah. I don't think so.
What song are you listening to?
TikTok, man.
I appreciate it.
Talk about the trenches. I came out the trenches. I came from no room.
Only thing that leaves is your bitch when I bend up.
Military niggas, I feel like they creepy. I feel like once you go into the military, you do not come back the same, bro. You work with the government and shit, nigga. You can't be trusted. You know what I'm saying? You can't be trusted on American soil. So I'm gonna just have to give this one creep, just cause I feel like military niggas just weird. I don't know. Military niggas, I feel like they creepy. I feel like once you go into the military, you do not come back the same, bro. You work with the government and shit, nigga. You can't be trusted. You know what I'm saying? You can't be trusted on American.
Damn, I'm go to lunch in the Jewish community. I want to.
Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring up in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. CGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory, straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss.
baby, it's all in the wrist. You really want to be the boss that's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never do.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Chargers. Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway in Southern California. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Cousins looking to put it up right away. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off the play fake, Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Khalil Mack coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Herbert on 1st down now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Chargers at 15-1 on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Khalil Mack, what a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And he's got room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A first down throw for Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert, he dumps it to Eckler underneath, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
To the air again, Herbert. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. He'll get it inside the 20, and he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Herbert. that's going to be incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player.
Touchdown! A great effort there. Their second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Chargers have moved out in front. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Play fake. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time there's a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Cousins on first down. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're not panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this two shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. With that, he matches his receiving yards from a week ago. We still have more than a half of football to play. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On first down, Justin Herbert. This is caught by Williams. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the 2 of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
On second down now, Cleveland, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Steps away to his left. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
On first down, it's Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement, because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he rifles one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Great job here by this defense. They try to bring the receiver from one side of the field to the other, hoping he'll get lost in the wash. But a really nice job there to make a quick tackle and force 4th and goal.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
when they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets us forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Williams brings it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39.
And the Chargers, first down.
Up the middle with Eckler. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run on first down. Cleveland. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to get the football back at their own 17. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Following the interception, Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Khalil Mack. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
But doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Eckler now between the tackles. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 56-yard line.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to... Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Now he's flushed out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Andrew Booth able to drop him for a loss of a couple. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chargers. From 19 yards away. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. They'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. They run the counter. Cleveland knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force...
And now here's another interception. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Cousins now to throw on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then with the Eagles.
That's right. Then gets hit with the Eagles. And I believe it's against Washington and West Coast.
That's correct. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Cleveland. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners. Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down now, Cleveland. Down to about the 22 here. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. Understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chargers, they finish oh so close to perfection in the regular season, but this win in the final weekend gives him a final mark of 16-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go.